What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video on this beautiful Friday. Hey, it's Payroll Friday. Did you get paid today, and are you satisfied with your paycheck? Because if you're not, there may not be no other way to get satisfied in this trucking industry. So I wouldn't recommend you switch jobs, anything like that, or buy a truck. Let me do my disclaimer. This video right here that you're watching is not to encourage you, or influence you, or motivate you to buy no truck, no trailer, get an authority, buy a house, own anything, get a car, fix your credit, or anything that could possibly help you get ahead in life, okay? But I got a story for you. This is a little story time. 2017, Quality Leasing came and picked up my lease truck. I had an International Pro Star parked in the driveway. The International Pro Star was a 7-year lease, and it costed $274,000. I had the most expensive lease in trucking, so that's why I don't recommend leasing no more. But you know, they came and got their truck, and that was the end of me leasing. I haven't leased a truck since 2017, so that's a long time from now, about 8 years ago. And I went to the oil field. When I got to the oil field, it was made up of about, I would say, 90% owner operators. There wasn't too many company drivers. Well, there was plenty of company drivers, but all the company drivers drove for owner operators, people that had their own truck, had spare trucks. But the actual trucking companies that was down there, they didn't have their own equipment. It was pretty much all owner operators. And it was probably, I want to say it was 100% pneumatics only. I don't recall seeing any other type of trailer in 2017, 2018. It was all pneumatics. And of course, everybody that came before me, 2017 going backwards all the way to the 1999, it was pretty much all pneumatic trailers that was drilling for this frac sand, getting this frac sand to take it to these well sites to unload. The end of 2018, the suit and tie guys introduced sandbox. Now, this is my theory behind it, because I was there. In 2017, in the oil field, everybody wanted to own their truck, own their trailer, because they knew they could gross about $18,000 to $20,000 and get paid a lot of money for detention. Everybody was trying to get their own truck, trailer by any means necessary. I know trucking is totally different today, but back in 2017, that was the thing to do, okay? Truck drivers was able to go out 1 year, buy their house, buy cars. Y'all, for all y'all that worked in the oil field, y'all know, people had these souped up pickup trucks, and they have all types of cars, and they'll be buying all types of exotic dinners and steaks. I did it too. It's all on my YouTube page. But somewhere along the lines, the suit and tie guys was sitting back and watching, and they said, man, that's a lot of money these owner operators, these truck drivers are making. How can we get some of that money? So they probably said, well, if we go and buy a bunch of trucks, we have to spend a lot of money on trucks, and we'll just be in competition. We really won't be able to take the money from the truck driver. But if we find a way to come up with a new trailer, a new system, we can perhaps put pneumatics out of business. So they came up with the sandbox, where they took an intermodal style chassis and put a box on there. The suit and tie guys owned all the trailers, all the chassis, and the sandbox. You being the owner operator, the truck driver, you couldn't buy the chassis and the sandbox at first. You couldn't buy it. So what ended up happening was, in 2018, at the end of 2018, the suit and tie guys had very high rates for these sandboxes, almost the same rates as pneumatic, but the difference was pneumatic took about 1 to 2 hours to offload the trailer. The box back in 2018, you pull up, They take it off, put a new one on, you gone. So sandbox drivers started to make way more money than pneumatic drivers. 2019 hit. More people started to, well, drivers didn't necessarily start to move over to sandbox. What happened was as drivers started saving money and buying their, they bought their truck, instead of having to buy the truck and a pneumatic trailer and a blower, they bought the truck and just put it on sandbox because they didn't have to buy the pneumatic trailer and the blower. So more people started to move over to the sandbox world. So it started becoming an even playing field. 50% of us is on pneumatic, 50% is on sandbox. Then 2020 hit the little, COVID-19, everything got slow. 2021 came, back to normal, 50-50. 50-50, but the suit and tie guys was steady plotting. They said, man, we making good money. Do y'all remember this video? Do y'all remember the sandbox lady that made that video where she was cussing them folks out, talking about she worth $250 million? Y'all remember the sandbox lady? I don't know if y'all remember that video. That was some years back, but she had done that video. It kind of went viral. End of 2021, I got my authority. Got a direct contract doing pneumatic, but the suit and tie guys were still plotting. 2022 hit. I'm running pneumatic, direct contract. Got all my drivers. We all rolling. It's 10 of us. As the well was about to come to an end, I'm thinking we going to the next well. They came to me. They said, "Hey, look, Andrew. The next well we doing is gonna be hopper only." I said, "What you mean it's gonna be hopper only?" They said, yeah, we came up with this new design, this new hopper, new hopper design, new sand vehicle trailer. Came up with this new trailer, and you can get on the well, but you just need hoppers. You and everybody, all them other 10 people you got, you need 10 hopper trailers. I told them, I said, "Look, man, how much are these hopper trailers?" $80,000 each. I said, "I'm out. We're not investing into no hopper trailers." So, that was pretty much it for us. So at first, in 2022, you had some truck drivers that went out and got the grain hauling hopper trailers. The 2-door hopper, or 2 doors at the bottom, the grain hauling, the original hopper trailers. Suit and tie guys didn't like that because they had came up with their own design, their own hopper trailer. One door at the top, 1 door at the bottom. That's it. They wanted you to hide 8 trailers. Towards the end of 2022, they banned all grain hauling hopper trailers. No more. If you want to haul hopper, this style trailer only. Now you could go buy the trailer. Like I said, they wanted $80,000. So they phased out the pneumatics with the hopper system. Now keep in mind, at first it was 50-50. It was 50% pneumatics. All the truck drivers owned everything. And then it was 50% sandbox, to where all the truck drivers owned the truck, but not the trailer. And then, in order to get rid of the first 50%, they came up with the hopper over here. The hopper was to get rid of the first set of people with the pneumatics. They got rid of, pretty much at this point, 95% of pneumatic drivers. So now you just got sandbox and hopper. That's what's going on right now in the oil field. Sandbox, hopper. They drove the hopper rates. All the suit and tie guys, lowered them hopper rates, soaked all the money out of it. Them guys out there right now, doing peanuts. Thanks to 5F. 5F made sure that you will be down here with it. Hopper bottoms, they own all the trailers now. Everything is power only at this point. It's all power only. So the suit and tie guys took majority of the control from the truck drivers. But then they said, it's not good enough. It's not It's not good enough because we still have to pay, even though we got the trailers and we able to lower rates, we still got to pay these drivers. So in 2023, you start to see Facebook posts. You know, you start to see them brown self-driving trucks on the lease road. Suntai guy, he owns the truck and the trailer now. No driver, it drives itself. Let's go back to 2017. They had to pay you almost $18,000 a week. When it was all your equipment, the truck drivers. When it was just your truck, they trailer, they was able to cut that in half, pay you about $8,000. When they eliminated pneumatic altogether and it was sandbox and hopper, they got it down to $5,000-$6,000 gross. When it's the autonomous truck, they got you down to $0 gross because you don't even matter no more because you ain't gonna be there. So I'm showing you the progress on exactly what is going on, because 5 years from now, we got sandbox, we got hopper. You still driving the truck, but they own the trailers. What I think is gonna happen is all the sandbox drivers, the truck is gonna drive itself. You're gonna make $0 because you're not gonna be there no more. You're gonna be gone. The hopper trailers, they already got the autonomous truck pulling those hopper trailers. All they got to do is add more of those autonomous trucks. You're gonna be out of there. I give it 5 years. 5 years. I'm just telling you the timeline on exactly what pretty much happened. So not trying to scare y'all into thinking of autonomous trucks is coming, anything like that. I'm telling you how they got me up out of there, and some of my friends, and how they probably finna get you up out of there. Now I'm not saying you can't go down there and make some money right now. I'm just telling you the progress that the suit and tie guys are making. So it's up to you to believe it or not. Not trying to scare nobody. Just something to think about. If you want to see the self-driving truck, it's still on YouTube. It's still live over on Aurora's Facebook, Aurora's YouTube page. They still live streaming. You can actually go and watch a self-driving truck right now on the interstate going down the road. I'll put that link in the description box to their YouTube channel. Go over there. Like I said, they live streaming. For all y'all that think self-driving trucks ain't real, they live streaming from the truck now. It's going down the road in Houston traffic. It ain't hit nobody, okay? So tell me what y'all think. Get in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll be back later with another video.